Happy Wednesday, my friends. Okay, so a few things to mention. Number one, because it's on my mind, be your own advocate. If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you are struggling, reach out, ask for help. You never know what you can achieve with just asking for help and guidance. So that was on my heart today because there are so many things that I have achieved when I have just been my own advocate and reached out. Okay. Instead of sitting back and thinking like all the things and playing victim, that is not going to get you anywhere in life. Okay. Number two is I've had a lot of questions asking about my program versus this new challenge that I've been promoting. Huge difference between the two. If you are looking to expedite your journey and you have issues you feel are deep rooted, you might have hormonal issues, you might have blood sugar issues that are making you insulin resistant, you might have, some serious gut issues and you've been struggling for a while and you are at your wit's end, you need to schedule a call with me and we can get to the root of the problem and figure out if my program is best for you. And I have the focus being on nutrition, but the three elements, blood sugar, hormone balance, gut health. We also do the exercise portion, and then it's all tied together with a mindset portion. So that is going to be your best bet if you are spinning your wheels and you're really unhappy with the state you're in and you just want to have answers. You want to get to the root of the problem and not continue doing surface solutions, like I term it, when you just solely focus on macros, calories, and exercising your life away. Okay. That's not a deep solution. That's not getting to the root of the problem. That's just going to be here. And that's only going to work for X amount of time before you have to dig deeper. Okay. And the difference between my program and this gut reset, or the total core reset is what the actual name is going to be the fact that it's not customized. This challenge is not customized. It's going to be for anyone that just needs a little push in the right direction. You need a little reset. You want some new core routines, because I'm not going to give you any other routines other than core. So you're going to have core routines. You're going to have a little bit of a template for your meal plans for the month. And you're also going to have a strategy that's going to take you from a short fast, hopefully to a longer fast. If you can get to the 24-hour fast on day 29, that's fantastic. Not everyone's going to be able to do it, and that's completely fine. I want everyone to focus on progression and, making those little strides in the right direction instead of having to do something exact. So I'll give you the protocol for that. And then I'll give you foods to remove. I'll give you foods to incorporate, but this is not going to be, hey, Jenny, I need you to do this and we're going to adjust it and we're going to do this. There's not going to be one-on-one. It's going to be a group effort. If you are really in need of community vibe, this is the place for you. So there's a community section and I will be doing it along with you. So I'll be posting. I'm posting in the group now. You'll have access to some of the information before April 1st, but April 1st is the start date. Okay. So that is the third thing I want to mention. And then the fourth is that there is new research out, and I don't think it's new, but it's confirming of what is going to be best for eliminating or at least reducing visceral fat. And, they compared a group doing a lot of low intensity steady state cardio. They compared a group of doing a lot of resistance training. They compared a group doing a lot of HIIT training. And there wasn't a lot of difference between the two in terms of comparing the length of time, because, one group was doing, I don't know if it was 30 minutes a day, but all three groups were doing the same amount of exercise throughout this experiment. But what they did find was that the high intensity exercise was benefiting the most because it was producing human growth hormone. So when we're born, we have a lot of human growth hormone. That's why these children can fall off a bed, and they can really look like they hurt themselves, and then they bounce back up and then they're fine, and they don't have any wrinkles. They have, all the ability to keep going, and they have all the energy in the world, and they get to eat a whole bunch of crap, and they're still, not all kids, but a lot of kids, you're like, how are they still fit and trim? And then some of the kids have abs, and they're eating nothing but junk, because human growth hormone is at an all-time high when you're young. As you get older, it slows down. So you want to do everything that you can do to naturally bump up human growth hormone. And so with that is going to allow you to burn fat most efficiently, not only during your exercise, but post. So EPOC is that excess post oxygen consumption. So after you do high intensity exercise, you are boosting that. That's why you're able to burn more calories well on after you're done with a bout of high intensity exercise versus less, or just, your moderate resistance training. But again, it's that fine line between doing too much. And we know for a lot of us women who are perimenopausal into menopause, it's not going to be the best approach to beat down your body with a ton of high intensity exercise, because it increases cortisol. So it's a balancing act. So what they did find was that doing shorter bouts of high intensity exercise 2 times a day, or 2 times, most days of the week, versus just choosing 1 day a week, high intensity interval training, that is going to allow your body to be way more efficient at fat burning. Okay. So with this, it can literally be you waking up in the morning and you doing 8 to 10 minutes of high intensity intervals. So you do 30 seconds, high knees, jumping jacks, whatever you choose, as fast as you can, followed by about a minute of regular pace exercise, and then go right back to the sprints. If you have a treadmill, I always use my treadmill. I actually did my first HIIT workout in a few weeks just because I wasn't feeling it. I've been very, very tired lately, and just, last week was my luteal phase, so it's a no-go for me for the HIIT. So again, it's all a balancing act. But, if you do the treadmill, that's going to be the most that you can get, in my opinion, out of HIIT, because it's the only modality you have to keep up with, versus saying you're doing your jumping jacks at an all-time fast pace, doing your burpees fast, going outside and sprinting. You don't really know you're busting your butt as fast as you can go until you're like, okay, my ass flew off the back of the treadmill because I can't keep up with it, right? So I suggest, if you do have a treadmill, trying that, and every single time you attempt to get back on the treadmill, you try to bump up the speed just a little bit more every single time. So you sprint for 30 seconds, hold on to the railing, hop off, straddle it, get all the way off, and then I just jog in place for 30 seconds to a minute, and I keep my eye on the timer, and then I get back in place, and then I bust my butt for 30 seconds, and then I get back off. So again, any modality you want, but they're saying 10 minutes if you can do a little bit in the morning, and then again, 10 minutes later in the day, sprinkle it in. Even if you can't do 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, that's going to benefit you much more than choosing 1 time each week to do high intensity. And they've also found that, if you're doing too much of it, clearly it's going to work to your disadvantage, because again, the cortisol levels are going to come up. So I think by breaking it up, much more success can come from that, and you can manage to keep hormones happy and healthier. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if it was, and if it wasn't, I'm sorry I wasted your time. Have a good day. Let me know if you want that link to the Total Core Reset. I feel like I repeat myself over and over, but I do know that there are a few people that this might be the first they are hearing about it. So if that is you and you want more information, let me know. And if not, then give that a go. If you're struggling with belly fat, definitely, thank you, Steph. Definitely give that a go. Start breaking up your high intensity. Start doing in the morning. Try to give it 5 minutes in the morning. Do 5 minute, it could be 30 seconds followed by 30-second regular pace. Sprint up the staircase. Once you get up there, or sprint up and down the stairs, and then you just kind of like jog in place and then go up and down. There's always something you can do in your home without any equipment. Okay. But yeah, give that a go and let me know. Let me know if you start seeing results.